Hey, guess what? Pink Floyd's bassist is on a Ukraine website kill list. Roger Waters.
What? Like kill his podcast or kill him?
Kill him.
Oh. Roger
Waters, the outspoken co-founder of the influential British rock band Pink Floyd, recently went off. Man, can you remember? You remember how you're much younger than me, so I grew up in that age. They were so successful.
Yeah.
They were like they were close to the Beatles.
Yeah, but when I was in college, a whole bunch of people loved Pink Floyd.
People loved Pink Floyd, yeah. They recently went on about the in a CNN interview earlier this month. Roger Waters called President Joe Biden a war criminal and accused him of fueling the fire in Ukraine. Both those things are 100% accurate, so you know he's going to get blowback for it. Waters also lambasted NATO for pushing right up against the Russian border, implying NATO is to blame for Russia invading Ukraine.
He's not implying, he's saying it outright.
He's saying it. A notorious Ukrainian website, Myro-Trivets, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's Ukrainian for peacekeeper. They placed Waters on its list of people who spread anti-Ukrainian propaganda, which critics referred to as its kill list.
Oh, okay. So at least they don't say this is a kill list.
Right. Myro-Trivets is a controversial website that maintains a list of people who did that. In 2017, the United Nations called for Ukraine to investigate the site for publishing the personal information of thousands of journalists and deeming them enemies of the state. The European Union, G7 nations, and human rights groups have also castigated the site for including journalists on its list and called on Ukraine to investigate. I'm going to guess Ukraine didn't investigate. It is also true that some of the thousands of people on Myro-Trivets' list have been killed.
Oh, I didn't hear this and all this stuff about her.
Most recently, Daria Dugina. How do you say that name?
Daria Dugina?
Daria Dugina, the daughter of an ally Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Ugina.
So here's another article. Myro-Trivets is a database which lists, the personal information is published. Yep.
Whoa.
When the people on the list are murdered, like Italian journalist Andrea Roccelli was, the word liquidated is written in Ukrainian and is stamped across the picture in big red letters. Wow, that's morbid. And as of today, Daria Dugina, who was killed in a car bomb explosion in Moscow on Saturday, appears as liquidated on the website, adding more credibility to Russians' assertion that she was assassinated by a Ukrainian nationalist who rented an apartment in the building where Daria lived in order to surveil her prior to her killing. For those who say Ukrainian kill list isn't a kill list, there's a screenshot from the Ukrainian site Myrovets where the photo of Daria Dugina is crossed out and it says liquidated. They are openly flaunting her murder. It is believed that she was killed because her father, Alexander Dugin, was referred to as Putin's brain and Putin's spiritual guide in Western media, though these claims are really just more speculation.
There's no connection that's real that you can make between them. That's just some media thing they started. It's really something.
It's you mean like between Saddam Hussein and weapons of mass destruction? They just made it up?
I mean, can they do that?
It seems that almost anyone can be added to the kill list. Where's my name? Even Henry Kissinger's name is on that list, despite his long history of Russia-phobia. But since he dared to air his concerns about how the U.S. is teetering toward war with Russia and China, Kissinger, who once suggested dropping nuclear bombs on Moscow, is now declared an enemy of Ukraine.
Boy, they're not as forgiving as, say, Vietnam and...
No. Myro-Trivets became infamous following the murders of two Ukrainian public figures in 2015 whose private information was published on the website. Oles Buzina, a 45-year-old writer and journalist, and Oleg Kalashnikov, a 52-year-old deputy of Ukrainian parliament, they were killed just a few days after the publication of their home and addresses.
They dox people and then they put a good boy. Yeah, wow.
The U.S. State Department confirmed that the Ukrainian Ministry of Internal Affairs was connected to the website.
Okay.
Wow. and acknowledged the publication of the journalist's personal data, but the U.S. government has taken no action to block the website. Do you see who we're in bed with in Ukraine?
So that's up, but they took down, what's that guy, Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
That guy had to go because it was, I guess, dangerous, is stupid, and this is okay.
But this is okay. So these are the people that you're supporting if you support Ukraine in this war. You're supporting people who put up websites, dox journalists so they can be killed.
I saw American kind of press people acting like it was great that she got killed too, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of people were. Although many Russian websites and alternative news medias have been blocked by social media giants for publishing information about the war in Ukraine, which does not line up with official narrative. So again, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they'll censor you if you tell the truth about Ukraine, but they leave this shit up all the time. You can dox people. They're not going to do anything.
Why is the Daily Dot doing real journalism? I'm actually blown away by that.
Why this site is allowed to operate is a good question, but you can access it easily and even donate money to help the cause if you are sympathetic to Nazis and think that assassinating people for their opinions is a wholesome way to support Ukraine.
It's the only way.
And here's that website. And there's Roger Waters is on there now. And did they dox him? Did they have his address? I mean, he has a tour schedule, so people will know where he's going to be. So tip of the hat to Roger Waters for getting on the list.
Well, if they're connected to their interior ministry, they probably, like that chick they killed is probably one they could get away with, but I bet Roger Waters would be a thing they'd be kind of hesitant. You know,
yeah, that would be bad for them.
That would turn a lot.
That would turn a lot of people. Yeah, that would be bad for them. Are people doing? I haven't heard anybody doing Ukraine jokes. Have you heard any Ukraine jokes that are worthy?
I do, about how it cured COVID.
Yes. Yes. Someone already stole that from you.
Oh.
I'll say off air. I'll show you. I'll show you. It's on video.
Oh, jeez. Great.
But are there people out there doing pro-Ukraine war jokes? I mean, you know how they're doing pro-Fauci, pro-vaccine jokes, you know, shaming people for reading?
Yeah, right. Well, how are you going to show that you should get a spot on Jimbo Kimball and Stevie Colbert and, you know, be part of the thing? You got to demonstrate. You got to show class, as the Hells Angels call it.
That's right. I like how the American culture and late night TV show hosts are cool with the Jeffrey Epstein list of people. They got a problem. They don't have a problem with them.
There's no reason to go digging or let bygones be bygones.
Hey, we're coming to Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Detroit, Los Angeles, Spokane, Tacoma, Denver. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all our tickets for all our live shows. See you there.